Hi students, welcome to BA 149. This is Technology for Interpreters and Translators. This is the spring 2024 semester. This is an 8-week class. This is asynchronous. We do not meet. We do not hold any scheduled meetings. This is self-paced, but you do have to turn in assignments every Sunday by 11:59. So make sure that you're good with time management, even though this is just a one unit class. It is very fast paced and there's a lot of material to cover. However, I'm going to show you here in this video. Many of you are new to the college. Many of you have already taken many classes online. So just bear with me. I'm going to give you a brief description of where you can find some of the sections here in Canvas. We're going to start with the learning objectives. So by the end of this course, this is what the objective is for you to identify what technology would be appropriate for common interpreting and translating tasks. So you're going to hear me in this class use the words interpreting and translators interchangeably, but there is some difference when we're talking about written translations. Those are just translations, and interpreting is when we interpret orally. But in many situations worldwide, they use them interchangeably. But for this course, I'm going to use them interchangeably. For my other classes, I would not, just because we're dealing with technology in this particular class. You're going to demonstrate the proper use of technology to increase your efficiency, to make you more competitive in the workplace. You're going to demonstrate appropriate business professional etiquette when using technology. So you're going to learn about the ethic and the standards. And also you're going to understand the responsibilities for interpreters when you are conducting your business of interpreting using different technology. So here in the home page, I want you to be careful here. And very mindful that every Monday you will have an audio from me just to give you a reminder of what the assignments are for that particular week and starting in week 2. So here you can find the syllabus. This is your home page. Here you can find the syllabus. The syllabus has an accessible course syllabus if you need it to be read to you. This is where you would click, and then you would click the immersive reader. So you could have, there's a button here on the top that says immersive reader. Right now I'm looking at the professor's view. I don't have the student view because the course is not open yet. So I'm just showing you the professor view. But if you go in your student view, you would click here where it says immersive reading, and then it would start, it would be read to you. So I'm going to go back to the syllabus page. Here you can download it in PDF, or you can download it here in Word, whatever you prefer. But I highly recommend that you have your version with you so you could go over the syllabus, our class meetings. I already talked about the learning objectives. And here is very important, the requirement, because this is where, this is my first time, disclaimer, this is my first teaching this class, but I've heard from other students that they had to borrow a laptop from Digital Dawns at our Santa Ana College, because here you are required to have this particular programming, the Mac OS, Windows, or Linux laptop or computer to complete assignments for week 5 and 6, because I'm going to show you the assignments right now. You're going to be needing them. So if you have a Chromebook, it will not allow you to download a program directly to your laptop or computer. If you do not own a Mac or a PC, please go to the Digital Dawns, and there's the link there for you to go to Santa Ana College, and they would let you borrow a computer to meet the requirement for this course. This is what we're going to be talking in week 1. We're going to talk about remote interpreting, an area that I'm very passionate because I've done it for the past 6-7 years mostly. And then also, what are some of the tools that you need to know, and what are some of the apps? How do you need to be savvy in technology to be successful in video remote interpreting? Week 3, we're going to talk about project management. You're going to be formatting a document. Here, you're going to also in week 2, you're going to use a Google Doc for creating a glossary. And then we're going to talk about machine translation, the different types out there. I'm really, really going to encourage you to use artificial intelligence. If you could use ChatGPT or um, or subscribe to another one, that would be fine. And then here for week 5 and 6 is when you need to have, if you need to borrow a computer, do so way before week 5, so you do not fall behind. And that's when we're going to do the computer assisted translation tools. And then we're going to talk about a visual translation with subtitling and what are other opportunities out there. And then your final exam. You're also going to take a midterm between week 4 and 5. And I will give you a study guide. So don't stress. This is a 1-unit class. I want you to make the most of being in this class, but do not stress. I know that some of you are taking other courses as well from the program. So a lot of this information overlaps with your other classes. And then here it just gives you the breakdown for the assignments, the grading scale, and the weights. You could read that on your own, but I do want to go over some very important dates to remember. So the class starts April 15. The class, your Canvas course will be open early on the Monday of April 15. The last day of class is June 9th. That's the last day you have to submit your final exam. Because I do have to submit grades to admissions and records just a few days after that. The last day to add a class is April 24. That is the same date that you have to get a refund, because you can drop a day without a W by April 24th. Okay, and the last drop day with a W is May 26th. Now, when does this take place? Unfortunately, because life happens, some students stop participating, and I do have to drop them even in my 8-week classes. I try to drop without a W by April 24. So it is very important that you participate in the discussion for the first week so you don't get dropped, because everyone, if there's 0 participation or no show, I will drop everyone that did not participate on April 22nd. The last day to drop without a W is April 24 if you want to do it yourself. However, let's say you start well, and then week 3 you stop participating. So what happens? I will drop the students with 2 weeks of no attendance and no show, no assignment submitted, with a W by May 26th. So it could be way before May 26th, and you will be dropped with a W. So let's make sure we keep the line of communication open, and that you inform me if there are any extenuating circumstances or anything that you need me to be aware, so that we could make the necessary adjustments in terms of maybe I need to extend a deadline, or I just want you to be successful. So work with me and I will work with you. Okay, so here you could see the different dates. For the first week, you only have a group discussion. For the second week, you have a group discussion. You're going to be doing a Google Sheets in your group, and then you're going to do a glossary. So as you can see, it's not very heavy in terms of assignments, because the takeaway here is that you become an expert. Module 1, video remote interpreting. What is it? Some of you are already doing it. The ones that are not doing it are going to have to work harder, right? And then we're going to continue with the same topic. What kind of tools do you need so that you are a resourceful interpreter? And that is going to be on the second module. So here on the third module, you could see the dates and two assignments. Is never going to be more than 2 assignments, okay? So you're going to have the 2 assignments there, and then the 4th week, you're going to have your, the midterm is going to be open, but it's not going to be due till the following week. So you have your discussion, and then we're going to talk about what CAT tools are, part 1, and then CAT tools repeats part 2 for the following week. And then again, you have a discussion, and then you have your final exam the last week, and your group discussion reflection of the class. So very, very fast-paced class. So just please make sure that you read and do your assignment sometime. I'm going to review right now module 1, because I would like for you to start always from the top. So here you have your introduction and your video lecture. You're going to have your introduction, and this is where in every module it tells you these are the expected outcomes. Here you're going to find the PowerPoint. So here we would give you the expected outcomes, the learning objectives for this particular module. And then you're going to go to the video lecture, and you can find my PowerPoint. So here my PowerPoint. If you want to read it on Canvas, remember this is the Zoom feature right here, and you can make it smaller. And here is the PowerPoint. You can also download it here. And underneath, once this is done, you can find the video lecture for that particular lecture. And here you're going to find the readings that we recommend for you to become savvy in this topic, for you to read and review them. Also here you're going to find a link for the American Translator Association and their position on remote interpreting. They talk about challenges, and they also talk about best practices and what do you need, what type of technology and resources do you need to be successful in doing video remote interpreting. Then for those of you that are considering becoming a core interpreter, I highly recommend that you familiarize yourself with this document and what is the future of video remote interpreting in the courts. And here I gave you a timestamp in a video that takes you directly to the California Judicial Council. And what you would do is you would go here to minute 155, or it gives you here minute 206, whereas when they start talking about the pilot program. So you would just need to forward this so that you don't have to watch the whole thing, and here is where it would start.
Not only do I not hold a grudge, I want to thank Justice Hall and the Chief Justice. Agenda item is...
So here we have
public hearings.
Those who are public testimony on the video remote. There's two individuals that come and talk against it, and what they found that was the fault and the recommendations to the Judicial Council, which is that is the entity that oversees the core interpreting program. And then here the interesting part is that they're giving you the whole report on what the program looked like, what were the findings, where was it implemented, what kind of technology did it use, because this was just in 2019, but they didn't implement it really in the courts until years later because of COVID. So this is something that if you're considering going into court interpreting, I would highly recommend that you look into that. And just for the discussion for week 1, here is very simple. Just introduce yourself and make sure that you answer all these questions right here in part 1. And part 2, please respond to 2 classmates. This is really my pet peeve because these are very easy points. And some of the students make a great post. They answer all the questions, and then they forget to come back and reply, and they only end up getting half the points, which is really enough. So this with so many few assignments, not replying to your 2 classmates and getting an F in that is really going to set you behind. So if you take in my other classes, there's other assignments in every module. So sometimes when a student misses replying to 2 classmates, it doesn't affect them that much. But this is not the case. I want you to know that here in this particular module 1, there's only 1 assignment. So you need to complete it fully to get the full points. Every week there's going to be a discussion and another assignment. So you need to make sure that you reply to 2 classmates so that you could get full points. So I look forward to it. Is also a learning journey for me because, like I mentioned, this is the first time that I teach this class, the BA 149. However, I will also like to make a quick commercial here. During the fall of 2024, I will be teaching again BA 130, BA 131, and the BA 102, which is the professional skills and career readiness, which is an elective for the certificate and the associate program. And I already have students signing up for those classes. So if that's something that you need to take, you are welcome to start signing up or ready for the classes for the fall 2024 if you have priority registration. So remember, I'm here if you have any questions. Please keep the line of communication open, and I look forward to having an amazing 8 weeks. Thank you.